Oh, you're here. Oh, I'm so glad to see you again. You look confused upon seeing me. It's understandable. I have a lot to explain to you. Please, come over here and have a seat on the sofa. It's alright, man, you may leave. This woman saved my life. She's not going to do anything to harm me. Now then, I want to thank you again for saving me. Took a strange injured man you found in the woods and brought him home. Tended my injuries and nursed me back to health. I could have been anybody. But you helped me. Hmm? Yes, I really ought to explain what I'm doing in the palace and why you've been brought here. I imagine you must have a great many questions for me. I will do my best to answer all of them. My real name, I suppose, is a good place to begin. Well, my full name, anyway. I was telling you the truth about my name being Wesley. My full name plus title is Prince Wesley Frederick Rosewind, second son of this fine kingdom of Volos. No, I am not the heir. And I'm rather grateful for that fact. I do not envy my brother. It is a great many responsibilities and frustrations and unpleasant sorts that he must deal with every single day. I have my own share of responsibilities. As the second son, I would not want his. But, how did I end up bleeding in the forest with arrows stuck in me? To tell you the truth, I'm not entirely sure. I was hunting with my companions, friends of mine, and a few of my men. I remember I saw a great stag. He was beautiful. So I pursued him. Everyone was yelling after me, telling me not to run off. But I couldn't let the stag get away. It was the catch of a lifetime. You should have seen him. He was huge. But just as I was about to take my shot, I felt piercing pain in my shoulder and then in my back. and another. The pain was blinding. Next thing I knew, I was slumping over and I fell from my horse. I remember hitting the ground and a rustling in the bushes in the distance. But the rustling stopped as soon as a pair of footsteps began to approach me. The last thing I remember before waking up in your cabin was a pair of fawn-colored boots approaching me. I looked up and I saw your sweet face. I could barely hear what you were saying, but you looked worried, concerned. And then I blacked out. When I awoke in your cabin, you had set me up in your bed. All of my injuries were cleaned and tended, bandaged in what must have been linen sheets, if I'm correct. You were so kind, feeding me soup and just, hmm? You couldn't just leave me there like that. Your parents didn't raise you to abandon someone in need. No, I can see that. I can see that about you. At first, I thought perhaps, maybe, you might have had something to do with my injuries. Perhaps you wished to lull me into a false sense of security and use me against my family. But over the days that I spent with you, I experienced nothing but tenderness and compassion. One might say that could be all a part of the ruse, but your eyes, your eyes do not tell a story of malevolent intent. I saw only kindness and love in your eyes. You want to know where I went a few days later? Well, here, of course, but I suppose what you're really getting at is why I didn't tell you I was leaving. I apologize. I didn't wish to complicate your life. And I needed to get home as soon as possible. So why are you here now? I tried to forget about you. I arranged for contributions to your family, to your farm. Yes, that was me. But it wasn't enough. I couldn't push your face from my mind. The kindness in your eyes, the tenderness of your touch. I realized I had fallen in love with you. In the space of a few days, you had enchanted my heart and claimed a piece of it forever. So, I decided to do something about it. I had my men seek you out and bring you here so that we could speak. I I wish to humbly ask you if you will become my bride. You look stunned. Is it really so difficult to believe that a woman like you could win the heart of a prince? My dear lady, you underestimate yourself far too much. You are far more wonderful than you give yourself credit for. I implore you, please, become my bride. Stay here with me. I I know we don't know each other very well, but uh, you say that while you enjoyed my company, you do not love me, and therefore you must reject my proposal. Hmm. I had not seen that coming. I thought for sure you would be happy and eagerly accept my proposal of marriage. Hmm. Leave? I am afraid not. My men are watching the doors, and the guards surrounding the palace have orders not to allow you to leave unless you're in my company. I anticipated something Well, I can't really say I anticipated it, but I prepared for it regardless. I had hoped, well, more than hoped, I was so sure that these measures would never be necessary. But it would appear that is not the case. Do not look so alarmed or upset. Everything will be all right. You will see in time that you and I are meant to be together. That you finding me in those woods, us being brought together on that fateful night, it was destiny. I will make you happy. You will see that in due time.